In MCQ 10, this is a mole concept question. So for the first part of it, iodine is oxidized by nitric acid to form a white crystalline solid oxide, which I will give a formula of IXOY. It then reacted with potassium iodide. I'll just strike off potassium because it's a spectator ion. So only the I- from potassium iodide is required to give us iodine from here. So the mole itself was for the crystalline oxide to be at 0.001 mole. For I-, it comes in at 0.01 mole. And for iodine, it comes at 0.006 mole. Now you can use the mole given to you to try to find out the coefficient. And with that, you will find that the coefficient in front of IXOY is 1. For iodide, that's going to be 10 parts. And for iodine, that is going to be 6 parts from there. So the oxidation state of each of the iodide was actually -1. So once it becomes iodine, it has become that of 0, and this must have been through the act of losing 1 electrons per iodide. But because I have a total of 10 iodide here, that would have meant that I have lost 10 electrons for 10 iodide. So by right, instead of getting a total of 6 I2, I should have split this up because I will only be able to get 5 I2, and this 5 I2 came from oxidation of 10 iodide ions itself. So that would mean that I'm left with 1 more I2. This 1 more I2 must have came then from the reduction of my iodine oxide, IXOY. So writing on from here, I will say that if a total of 10 electrons has been lost for 10 iodide, I must have gained the same amount. So I will have gained 10 electrons for IXOY. And since IXOY give me 2 I2, that must have also meant that X comes with a value of 2 itself. So I now have an I2OY gained 10 electrons to form I2. And the oxidation state of I2 is 0. So if I have to break it down within, or then say that per iodine in I2OY must have gained only 5 electrons. And if it gained 5 electrons to become that of 0, then we can very quickly find that the initial oxidation state of iodine in I2OY would have been the final oxidation state. So since it gained, we need to actually get it to lose it, minus 5 electrons, each of it being -1. The final oxidation state is 0 in I2. So minus 5 times -1 is the same as a +5. This gives us a value of +5. So in this case here, the correct answer for this question here is B, which is that of a +5.